Omowunmi Cynthia Aloba, the 25 years old woman with the wisdom of a sage. Hello everyone, you're so much welcome. This particular video is not for everyone. So as you might have seen in the caption or from the intro, you either decide if it's something that will sit well with you or it's not going to sit well with you. So you perhaps have a choice of a few seconds to either stay in or scroll past. But this podcast, we have to go ahead with it. If you've been a listener to this platform, you will know that we are not Team Wumi here. We've never been in Team Baba Mohbad. We are Team Focus. Team Focus and sharing our thoughts on all the things that we have been able to see and those that have been proven to us on social media. This journey that started on the, I think 9th or 12th September 2023 when Mohbad passed on is one that has seen a lot of people sharing different thoughts about what really led to the demise of Mohbad. Just about 24 hours ago, when the pathologist read the outcome of the autopsy reports of Mohbad, that is when a lot of us felt justified with whatever choice we've made on how to stand and how we've chosen to stay focused on this cause. My first prayer is, may we not, especially those of us who are like middle age, may we never be called or may we never have a cause to hear that any of our young stars, I'm very peculiar about young stars, because it's at a stage in their lives when they haven't yet figured out anything. And so they could make so many mistakes, just the way some of us have even made mistakes in the past. Or maybe we have not. But the wisdom that God has given this 25-year-old lady is one that one could sit down as an older person and study. Quite interesting. A lot of us were studying to say, if this young lady could be able to achieve all of this, then we need to learn something from her. Not achievement in what does she have in wealth? What does she have in education that we don't have? What does she have in whatever? But there's something that is abstract when it comes to IQ and EQ. That àgbàlagbà gan wàá kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ láàrin nínú àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké. I'm delighted that the autopsy report that came out did not indict for me. I'm delighted because I felt from the word go that she's innocent. And I still stand that until the court of law and the court of common sense and moral justice proves otherwise, Wunmi remains innocent. So for me, anybody that says we shouldn't congratulate you for this probably has he or herself to examine. Because if you've been indicted yesterday, that will have been your last straw. I wrote a post a few minutes ago. And honestly, it's one of those days when the peace you have surpasses all human understanding. Some people have never even experienced when you have peace about something. You having peace and joy doesn't mean things are not going to happen to you. They are going to happen. But as long as you're standing on the table of truth, let the whole world come down. You will stand on that table till you end your course. Wunmi, and I think a lot of women should learn this. As a woman, the days when you go and take loans to bashiri your husband, the day you stand in front of a law enforcement agent holding jagam, so that they will not harass the man you love, the days that your man is panel beating for not doing any wrong, and you be the one to nurse the bruise or the bruises and to manage his mental health, the days that your man will not listen to you, but you still choose to be his woman because you know you have a good man, the world will not see. But when anything happens to him, The world is quick to flip the script and ascribe his demise to you, forgetting that you've made so much sacrifices as well. We refuse to join the people who believe that cursing a widow or a fatherless son, because the good books tells me, I don't know what your own good books tells you, that is the father of the widow, is the father of the fatherless, and the husband to the widow. And also that we should find out the truth, and that truth, we should hold on to it, and it shall set us free. That's my own premise. I don't know what your premise is, and you have valid points for whatever premise you decide to have. But I choose to celebrate for me today. Because if she has been indicted yesterday in the autopsy reports, I don't know how she wants to exonerate herself anymore. Nothing in this world will exonerate her. And a lot of us who have young stars in their 20s, this particular story of Mohbad brings a kind of fear to say, whoever or however our young stars would decide to relate with, ẹrù tí ò ń ṣe tiwọn, Ọlọ́run má bá wọn dì, má jẹ́ kán rí ìdílé wọn lórí. Wunmi, like I said in my write-up, this is not the time to be so much out there. Enter your secret place. Extol your maker. Sing praise to the one who made you, the one who saw the hidden corners of that your house in Lekki, the one who sees the hidden corner of your heart, of whatever is remaining there. Come out with hammer of humility, with truth as your sword. When I say armor of humility, I know what I'm talking about. Don't let bitterness engulf you. Stay on course. Forgive anyone. I mean, anyone and everyone. Because who the Lord has fought for doesn't fight. Ẹni tọ́lọ́run bá gbè níjà kò gbọ́dọ̀ gbèjà rẹ̀ o. It's either this is the end or the beginning of Justice for Mohbad Series 2 Part 1. If you've been a follower of this platform, you always hear me say, Justice for Mohbad Series. Yes, it could be an unfolding of Justice for Mohbad Series 2. And that we are ready for it. But I will say, like I said, go into your secret place. Pray to your maker. Listen. Allow him speak to you and listen to him. God is not behind somebody who is not humble. God is not behind anyone who doesn't seek wisdom, because he said in everything we should get wisdom that surpasses everything. So if you are able to do this, it could still be a long, long journey that we are on. No one knows. But I celebrate you today. I celebrate all widows today. Like I do say, your case have given a lot of widows PTSD. Yes, you've opened the wounds. You open up the scars and the wound of a lot of widows who have one time or the other gone through this. Who life has given gbasgbos all of a sudden. When their protector and the shield, the husband they marry, pass on. Not all family will ascribe that to the wife. Let's be realistic. But in 2024, if we are still like this on a case like this, that there's no evidence of you buying your man, and we've had so much noise, there's so much to be left in thoughts than to be said. And like I said, this podcast is not for everyone. This is a podcast that must take place, that we've been waiting for. The autopsy will bring out. We don't shake for Baba here. We don't shake for Umi here. We don't shake for Liam here. You know why? Because we have joy and peace that surpasses all human understanding. Even if Umi was indicted, of course it will be painful. but we still have peace. Because you know what? What we do not want our own children to be ascribed for, we didn't ascribe it to another child. So let the law of the courts, or the law of common sense, or the law of moral justice. Some people don't even believe in maybe being a Christian or a Muslim, but the humanity in them is a sample to those of us who believe in Christianity or Islam to do. And that is the thing that our religion as Muslims and Christians do preach. So Wunmi, once again, congratulations. Stay humble. Enter your secret place of the widow. And come out with humility and the sword. Bọ́tà pẹ̀lú idà òótọ́. Kó dẹ̀ wọ aṣọ garment of humility. You've seen a lot. Too much for a 25 years old. But God does not change for anyone. Tó bá ṣe òótọ́, òótọ́ máa padà jáde bó ṣe lè wù kó pẹ́ tó yá tó. So, Wunmi, and to all of our youngsters in their 20s, like I wrote, now you have a template that is telling you loving a man, marrying a man, should not be all about the butterflies in your tummy. Remember that life is short, brutish, mean, and unfair sometimes, and to some people at different points in time. Because in all your ways, don't let anything tamper with your peace. Life will definitely happen to even the best of us. How, when, how it's going to happen, we do not know. But make sure that you're on the right side of humanity. Congratulations, Wunmi. And like I said, if it's justice for Mohbad Series 2 Part 1, we're starting now. Let's go there. Nobody should abuse Baba on this platform. We don't do that here. Nobody is allowed to abuse Wunmi here. So if you want to carry a Ekpe down, like I always say, the Ekpe that your generation can chop and remain, that is what you should drop down. Because Erule Ekpe Umatoloni. And for all people who are feeling happy for this 25 years old girl, you've sown a seed and you're going to reap it in bountifuls. If you don't reap it, your children will reap it. For refusing to curse, to abuse a 1-year-old child and an innocent widow that has not been proven guilty. Good tidings will always be yours. Ireo.